I'm Carole Leathem, and you're listening to a bonus episode of the Caretakers Journey podcast. I am your host, and I want to welcome you to day 23 of our 31-day Resolve Challenge. Today is January 23rd, and we are almost done. We only have a few more days. Our resolve today is about developing a nighttime routine. So grab your Post-it note and write. I resolve to develop a nighttime routine that creates a calming bedtime ritual to ensure that I get quality sleep. So when you make this resolve, I don't know, you're going to have to be pretty intentional. I know for me, I have to be very intentional about keeping this resolve. Planning and consistency are the key here to developing a routine, a night routine that promotes calm and quality sleep. So, to start with, you need to set a constant sleep schedule. This is really hard, and it's not something that's the same for every one of us. For me, I'm an early bird. I'm up at 4 a.m. in the morning. And so by the end of the day, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, my brain is mush. I'm winding down for the day. And sometimes I'm asleep by 6:30 or 7 at night. And almost always, very rarely, am I up past 7:30. So, what you need to do is set a constant sleep schedule that works with your body and the way that you like to do your thought process. Are you a better thinker in the morning? Are you a better thinker in the evening? I'm way more productive in the morning. And then aim to go to bed at the same time every night, even on the weekends, and aim to get up at the same time every day. This will help to regulate your body's internal clock, and it will improve the quality of your sleep. Next, you need to create a relaxing environment. You need to look at your bedroom and make it a sanctuary for rest. What is it that is going to help you rest? Make it cozy, make it a place where you walk in and you just feel your body relax. Use lights, use candles. What is it that's going to help you feel relaxed and want to go to sleep? I dim the lights and I use battery operated candles I put them on a 4-hour timer. So this soft lighting signals to my brain and my body that it's time to wind down. And while I'm laying there with these candles going in the dark for 4 hours, I'm usually asleep way before they shut off. And then they go off and it saves the battery. So use battery operated candles, use twinkle lights on a timer, but the timer is important. And use this because dimming the lights can signal to your brain that it's time to slow down. Then invest in very comfortable bedding, pillows, sheets, blankets, and a really good mattress. Sometimes keeping your room cool at night, that temperature, that lower temperature is conducive to sleep. I found that I have a special pillow that I just love. It's a cooling pillow, and I am of the age where I struggle with hot flashes sometimes, especially when I'm stressed. And so I use bedding that is cooling, especially my pillow. And I have sheets and blankets that are also cooling. And so it's very important. If you struggle with anxiety, sometimes a weighted blanket can help. But just pick and invest in comfortable bedding. And for me, it took some trial and error, some buying and taking to Goodwill or donating to one of the homeless shelters here, because I would buy something, it wouldn't work, and I kept trying. And now I have what I consider great bedding, great pillows, great sheets, great blankets, and a good mattress. So that's really helpful. Now, I struggle with this next one. I don't know about you, but I really struggle with this next one. Turn off the screens 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Now, I'm a fall asleep to the TV girl. I have fallen asleep watching many TV shows on the Food Channel. There's something about the listening to them making a recipe that just kind of relaxed me. And so I have had to really work to turn off my screens 30 to 60 minutes before I go to bed, because I would much prefer to fall asleep with the TV on. And I have tried this because I read that the blue lights from the TV can interfere with our body's natural production of melatonin. So it seems kind of weird if I'm watching TV it's interfering with my natural production of melatonin, and I'm down in a melatonin to try to go to sleep. So I am a work in progress with this one. And so here's a few things that I have tried instead of watching TV. Let me know if any of these resonate with you. I'll read a calming book. I'm not going to read the intense murder mystery books that I love right before I go to bed, but I'm going to read a calming book. I'm going to journal my thoughts to clear my mind and express my gratitude. This is where that idea of taking what's in your brain and putting it on paper and setting it aside. So I'm clearing my mind, but I'm also expressing my gratitude. I also listen to white noise or calming music. I like ocean waves, rain sounds, nature sounds. And so what I'll do is I'll put them on my TV, but I'll turn off the display so I can hear them, but I cannot see them. How about a cup of herbal tea? I have a couple of blends of tea that I really, really like, and they're all herbal. There's no caffeine. And so I'll drink a cup of herbal tea, not a big cup, but a little cup of herbal tea when I'm trying to wind down for the night. Another thing that I've tried is I wash my sheets using this relaxing scent that I have in laundry detergent. It was a gift. And if I wash my sheets in that, it's got a very relaxing scent. And so I'll crawl into bed and that scent will help. It's some sort of lavender or eucalyptus oil, or you can just get a spray bottle and spray your sheets with essential oils, either lavender or eucalyptus. These promote relaxation for me. And I know that naturally they do have relaxation quantity. They are helpful in helping people relax. If I struggle turning off my brain, I will pull out my journal and write down any of the tasks that I didn't do today, things that I'm concerned about, my to do list for the next day. And I don't do it on my phone because that's where I get into trouble because there's the phone, the scrolling, the blue light, the putting down the TV and the phone. So I don't do the phone. I just pull a piece of paper out of my journal and I just write down any tasks that I didn't get done, things I know that I need to do tomorrow, and any concerns that I have. And so do that on a piece of paper because if I open my phone, there's a chance because I put my phone into sleep mode, there is a chance that I will get caught up in scrolling or, oh, I've just got to look at this email. Also, I practice relaxation techniques, deep breathing. I also have done light stretching. And then I just told you I use a white noise program. Stretching before bed releases tension in your muscles from head to toe. And if you do these things consistently, if you make any of these a consistent habit, your internal body clock is going to begin to recognize these activities as bedtime routines, and it will begin to relax. I challenge you to evaluate your day, evaluate your evening, look at your room, look at your bedding, and create your own bedtime routine that fits your caretaking lifestyle. If you have ideas or routines that you use that I haven't mentioned, I would love for you to reach out and share them with me. Send me an email and let me know what it is that you do because I would love to add them to my list of things that I share with caretakers when I'm talking to them about how to kind of shut down for the night. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you know a caretaker, will you please share the show with them using the links in the show notes before? It's also really critical if you could write a review for the show, if you could subscribe to the show. All of those things make it helpful for other people to find the show when they search. My resources for these books, for these resolves, is my book, Are You Ready to Find Joy When Life Gets Messy? And if you want to know more about my caretaking journey, the link to purchase my book is below. And as I said yesterday, we're going to start in February, 8-week series on the practices, tips, and tools that I've learned, not reading my book, but we're going to pull some stuff out of my book that I have learned that I've found helpful in my caretaking journey. If you would like an in-depth copy of the Caretaker's 31-Day Resolve Challenge, join my email list, and I will let you know to get it when it's available. As I close out today's episode, I want to pray for you. God, thank you so much for the caretakers who are listening. I'm always in awe of the people that you bring to my little corner of the world and this podcast. I know right now, God, there's some caretakers who are listening who, like me, struggle with turning off their brains at night, who struggle with getting good sleep. And so, God, I pray that maybe one or two or three of the things that I've mentioned today will help them in their journey of creating a calm nighttime routine. God, I pray for them as they feel the pressure and the tension and the overwhelmingness of their own caretaking journey. God, you know it's been a crazy, crazy year for me, and 2025 has started off just as crazy. So, God, I just pray right now for the caretakers that are listening. I pray that they would feel encouraged. I would pray that they would feel seen. I would pray, God, that you would just touch their hearts and that they would feel your presence. God, thank you so much for walking before us. Thank you for walking behind us. God, thank you for walking beside us. And I thank you how I see you every single day in my life. I ask all of this in your precious Son's name. Amen. Let me say a blessing over you. May the Lord bless you and protect you. May the Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord look with favor on you and give you peace. I will be back tomorrow for day 24. And until then, it's all about him.